Oh, and I think we're live. Hello, everyone. I see there are some people who joined. If anyone could indicate that you can hear me, I would appreciate it. I'm having some... Oh, hey, Dimitri. Thanks for joining. Technical difficulties today. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but technical difficulties today. Oh, I think we've got audio. All right. Let us... audio is fine. Reinhardt, hello. Thanks for joining. Pavel, we can hear you well. Fantastic. Well then, on that note, let's get riding, shall we? If you joined the live stream, you know what we're doing today. We are heading to a ghost ride, a ghost bike ride. I've never been to one. Ghost bike rides, there's more about them in the description of the live stream, but they are bike rides organized for cyclists that were killed. Hold on 1 second. I'm riding a different bike today, and as a result, I need to figure some things out. Are my shifters going to work? All right. I have a demo bike, everyone, and this demo bike has automatic shifting. And the automatic shifting and we don't get along. Oh, there we go. Turned on. Fantastic. All right, so what are we doing today? Once again, we're going to a ghost ride. As I was saying, a ghost ride is a ride that was organized for a cyclist that was killed by a driver. And unfortunately, there's been another one in Toronto. It happened last week, and this cyclist was an experienced cyclist, but it really doesn't matter if you're experienced or not. If a car drives into you with enough impact, with enough force, they are going to kill you. So, I mentioned that I've never been to a ghost ride before. I've never joined one. So I'm not quite sure what to expect. And we're going to discover together. Now, if you can see right across there, there's a white bike over there. That's a ghost bike, which means that a rider was killed here as well. So we're getting to the meetup location, which is Bloor. We can make it. We can definitely make it. Rick, hello. Thanks for joining the chat. Lizzo, hello. Thank you for joining. Oh, you're there, Lizzo. Fantastic. I'll get to meet you in person. Yeah, the meetup time is 6 p.m. and the departure time is 6:30. I'm parked in a place where the bit rate is not ideal. Rick, 2 cyclists near you killed in separate incidents. Wow. Lizzo, large turnout. Yeah, to be expected. That was the GO train you heard in the distance. To be expected, because this cyclist was part of, I think, Morning Glory Cycling Club, from what I've read. And so there will be a lot of riders coming out. It's an in memoriam ride. So, to be expected. Lizzo, you're live too. Perfect. Hopefully we'll get different angles of the event. Okay. What's up with these lights? Very long lights. Okay. All right. We're going to cut through High Park and then head on to Bloor, the Bloor bike lanes. Oh, absolutely. Somebody called me out, electric assist. Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I have an e-bike, so that I can handle this hill without much of an issue when I ride up the Colburn Street hill, Colburn Lodge. I don't know, it's the hill to get to High Park on my regular bike. I huff and puff. Dimitri, you're at home being lazy? That's all right. Super windy right now. We're riding into the headwind. But that will... Lord. Oh, God. The rider should have grabbed on for some extra help. Yeah, absolutely. I should have a rope with me, shouldn't I, to tow anyone. Holy Lord, it's windy. How's the audio? Can you hear that wind? Oh my God. Okay, I could do without the wind, even with the motor. The wind is a bit much. We've had some incredibly windy weather recently. All right, dude, go. Drive. Here we are. We're having some connectivity issues, yeah? Hopefully that won't persist, but if it does, well, we shall see. We shall see. What's going on here? What's going on? Yeah, 2 networks, and neither one works well in High Park, huh? Wow. Maybe it's the wind. Maybe the wind knocked out some towers. Well, let's see how things go. You still get some of my audio? Great. Okay, network is back up. Okay. I'm a little bit overdressed for today's ride, but I also expect it to cool down. So the plan is to get to the meetup spot at the departure time, so for 6:30 p.m. and then And then we ride to the Evergreen Brickworks. And then there's going to be the installation of the ghost bike, which is that white bike that we saw, that we passed earlier on. Okay, let's go. And we're now on Bloor bike lanes. I'm expecting the bike lanes to be a little bit busy today. It's a beautiful day, also just after 6 p.m. so it's a typical commute. What's going on there? Oh, I think they're waiting for the lights to change. Okay, let's go. Let's go with that motor of ours. So my bicycle is currently getting serviced for its 4,000 kilometer service, and also getting a few things looked at, and hopefully I will get it back tomorrow. The new bike I have is still a recent Muller Nivo with the Enviolo automatic shifting, and I do not like it. I don't like the automatic shifting. Very finicky. It's probably not set up properly. It is a demo bike, so the experience with it has not been, my experience with it hasn't been great. Dimitri, is there still a ton of construction? Yes, there is a fair bit of construction here. A little bit further on, basically all along Bloor, there's just construction. Cherry blossom. Cherry blossoms are coming. They're going to be in full bloom, I believe I read, by the weekend. There's another ride, a night ride, organized for later on this week to see the cherry blossoms in High Park. I am baking. I am baking too many layers. All right, let's go. Whoa, a lot of dust. Because the event is organized a little bit late, I'm fully expecting the light to change, so it will be interesting to see how this stream will do in dusk and perhaps in the dark. Yeah, cherry blossoms are going to be blooming. I think with the weather we've had, it's really to be expected. Sorry guys, I'm needing to open up and get some ventilation here because a little hot. Okay, construction ahead. And also super rough surface here. Lord. I hope this construction results in some nice pavement. Bruno, welcome to the chat. You loved the in-velo shifting when you tried it. Now, when you tried the in-velo shifting, was it automatic or was it just the regular in-velo shifting? So I have the regular in-velo shifting on my bike, but this is automatic. So you can set it up and customize it to your riding style. But this obviously isn't set up and customized to my riding style. And also, every single time I turn off the bike, I have to turn off and then turn it on back on again. I have to turn on the shifter and then pair it with the gears up in front. I mean, it's just not an experience I want to have. Okay, Bruno, so you enjoyed that, the automatic. Don't eat the squid. Welcome. Thanks for joining. We're currently on the Bloor bike lanes and we're heading to the meetup spot for the ghost ride. The departure time is 6:30. It's currently 6:10. And I think we're going to make it. Lizzo, another streamer, is already there. And so I hope to be able to finally meet her in person. That would be nice. Right, okay, Bruno. So some people are having the same issue when researching about it, right? Yeah, I'm on a Facebook group, a recent Muller Facebook group, and you know, when the automatic system is tuned in, apparently it's amazing. The ride quality is great, and you don't have to worry about shifting because the bike just does it for you. I'm fine shifting, right? So I can see certain use cases in people. So I was speaking to somebody at the bike shop asking who's buying these bikes with automatic shifting? So one use case was a person with a disability who had balance issues and some coordination issues. So a bike that kind of does it all for them, where they don't have to worry about shifting and fiddling with too many things and just worrying about maintaining balance and then pedaling. That worked out great for them. I've got a little cargo bike here. Awesome. Did you notice something about this bike? The brakes don't squeal.
Rides and Trails super chatted $2.79.
Oh, Rides and Trails.
How many bikes do you have?
I appreciate it. Rides and Trails. How many bikes do I have? I currently have 3. I gave the 4th one away. That's my regular commuter. I gave that one to my dad because I just commute on my e-bike now, and I just don't have space in my condo for all these bikes. Yeah. How many bikes do you have? And anyone in the chat, if you're open to answering, how many bikes do you have? Oh, something's going on with the... Something's going on. All right. Cookie Crumble, welcome to the chat. You have 4, but you need to narrow down to 3. Yeah. I mean, I would, if I could afford all the bikes that I want, I would have many more bikes. But really, I don't need many more bikes. So I have my e-bike commuter, then I have my folding bike, which is my Brompton, And then I have my touring bike, and my touring bike is stored on the wall. I call it my piece of art. It's my art. And I have a little nook in my condo that realtors like to call a den. It's not a den, it's a little nook. And I store my bikes there. Oh, Rides and Tails. You had 3 but just donated 1 to charity. Nice. Which charity? Yo, Cookie Crumble, you have a Cannondale Specialized Kona and a state bicycle. What's a state bicycle? Yeah, I think if I had a cargo bike, I just wouldn't have space for it. It's too big. I'm also unsure how it would fit in the elevator, in the condo elevator, because even though we do have bike rooms in my condo, they're not secure. Ah, Le Coyote, bonjour, hello. Thank you for joining the chat. It is incredibly sunny right now. This is why people are staring, squinting. I'm glad we're riding in the opposite direction, because the sun would have been in your eyes, chat. And what an experience that would have been. The bike kitchen in Windsor, okay. Cool. Oh, we're gonna mute you, chat, because you know music. Sorry about that. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson with YouTube and music. I hope we don't stop by that car again. But let's see. Oh, there they go again. Oh, there they go again. Baskin Robbins. This is a perfect day for Baskin Robbins ice cream today. So, time now is 6:16. Yeah, okay, 15 more minutes before our arrival. Yes, we can make it. We can make it. Yeah, I think I was saying before that the one thing that you may notice about this bike that I'm riding is that my brakes are not squealing. That will come. Those Magura brakes start squealing later on. But for the time being, they are perfecto. Super quiet. And very responsive. Oh, Bruno, your son Lucas, who's 18 months old, loves to watch my channel. I mean, start them young, right? Well, thank you for introducing him to me and to the channel. That's fantastic. Does he pay attention? Am I like the Dora Explorer? Oh, here we are. Alright, so apparently this is construction, but the bike lane is open. Woo! What is this person doing? Alright. Ah, Cookie Crumble, you think some of your friends will be there? Okay. Green and pink jerseys from the cycling club. Is this the Morning Glory Cycling Club? The rider who was killed was a member of that cycling club. Okay, so we're not too far away. The meeting place is at a park at Bloor and Spadina. We just passed Bathurst, heading to Brunswick. And this is where curbside is. Take a look. Right there, that's where my bike is today. Well, they're closed today, so that's where my bike has been for a while. Oh, it's a different SSHP. Is it the Saddle Sisters of High Park? With Sandra? Yeah. I know. I've met Sandra and her husband. They tried to, well, Sandra told me about Saddle Sisters of High Park. And I said, well, I'm way too slow for you. Also, I don't ride like that. Yeah. Okay. So, depending on how many people there are. Oh my God. Oh, chat, you don't see this yet, but I see it. Oh Lord, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Oh my goodness. Do you see this, chat? Right across is the meeting spot. Oh wow. Okay, I think that I'm going to go all the way to the end there. Wow. Okay. I was expecting a lot. I wasn't expecting these many people. So for anyone who's joined, I am attending a ghost bike ride for a cyclist that was killed by a driver last week. And this is the meetup point. And let's find ourselves a spot.
Get the good thing.
Hello, how are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. I'm streaming, so I don't want to put the camera in your face, but yeah, nice to see you. And Sandra's here as well? There she is. Somebody just told me that you were going to be here, so hello. Yes, yes. And the Saddle Sisters of High Park, so nice to see you. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna get off the street. Yes. Okay, chat. So what's going to happen is that we are going to ride. We're going to ride to the location of the collision, and then there's going to be a banner that's going to be posted along with a bike that's a white bike, and that's what they call the ghost bike. I'm going to the very... Well, hello. I'm live streaming, so FYI, but nice to see you outside of a shop. Nice to see you with the demo bike. Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Take a look at this, chat. How is our network? The network is good. Okay. Okay, we're moving. We are moving. Okay, and we're just going to take the street. So let's do it. Let's take the street. Let's take the lanes.
Hey. Whoa, hey.
Your water bottle. that his? What is that? Oh, it's a toolkit. Nice. Okay. That's a recent Muller cargo bike. Nice. I'm looking for Lizzo. I'm looking for another streamer. My gosh, take a look at this, chat. Look at all of this. There are so many cyclists here. 200, 300, so many.
Well, I haven't charged in a while.
Okay, it's getting crowded, chat. Tails and Rise, do we have a police escort for this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh my gosh. I have to say I've never ridden with these many people around me in such close proximity. So this is going to be an experience. I think I prefer to be at the end. Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm live streaming. Sorry. So I'm talking to the chat. I'm not talking to myself. Yeah. Do you know if there's a police escort for this or no? Oh my gosh, they're asking us to move up, to tighten it up. Oh my lord. Okay, I am 100% not comfortable to be part in the middle of this crowd. Okay, let's focus on something interesting. There's a doggo there. Look at that doggo in the backpack. Hi, how are you? I'm live streaming. Again, because last time I saw you, I was live streaming, right?
Oh, yeah, but it didn't work or something, right?
It worked. I was just late to the event.
Oh, well.
Yes.
That's
yes.
not a technology problem.
That's right. It was not a technology problem. Yeah. Cookie Crumble. You heard the Toronto Police Services will be at the front and the back. I mean, you know what? I'm not surprised if there was police escort because there are so many people here. Definitely media presence. I see the media up ahead. Hey, we're rolling.
I get you. We're going to go get my phone case and we're going to go. Wait, hold on. I wasn't recording. Do it again. I forgot my GoPro today, so.
The phone it is, yes. All right. How do you ride in the crowd, chat? I don't do this. I don't ever do this. I just need to breathe and relax, right? This is okay. I can do this. There's the media. Are we going through the red light? I think we are, chat. I think, oh yes. There are wardens on either side. And we're just taking our time. For anyone who's joining, we are at a ghost ride for a cyclist that was killed by a driver about a week ago. Oh yes, I see police on the left there. They're definitely here. There are, my gosh, 300, 400 cyclists here. And we're all going to be riding towards the Evergreen Brickworks. That's where the collision. It's a ghost ride for a cyclist that was killed. Thanks, Rick. Yes, hello. Well, nice to meet you. What's your name?
David Raponi Michael.
Well, hello, nice to meet you.
Follow each other on
Instagram or?
on Strava.
On Strava, all right.
Yeah, I love your live feed.
Yes, thank you. I am live streaming right now as well, so you want to say hi to the chat?
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Everyone.
Hello. So there we go. Have you ever partaken in a ghost bike ride before?
I went to the one in March for the cyclist that was killed on St. Clair by Birchmount.
Yes.
And that was maybe 75 or 100 people.
Okay.
Because I live over in that area.
Okay.
But this is like critical mass.
Yes, yes, it is. I've never been to one. I was expecting a lot of riders, but I was certainly not expecting this many.
I just started riding with Morning Glory, the beaches chapter.
Yes.
I live out that way.
Okay.
And,
oh, there are different chapters. Okay.
Yeah, there's a East Side one, which is the original one. There's a Hyde Park one.
Okay.
There's the beaches that started last year.
Okay.
And I think there's a Collingwood chapter now.
Oh, wow.
And an
Okay.
Oakville one.
Oh, so it's a big club to begin with. So yes.
Members.
Wow. Okay. And he was a rider, or was he like
a rider from the Lee Side chapter?
Okay.
Which is the original one.
Right. Okay.
They're all putting on like for them it's still freezing, right?
Look, I got 1, 2, 3, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, we are absolutely going.
So you know when you get like that sunburn? Like right now it's not cold, but if it was 30.
Okay, I feel a little bit better now because I am not in the critical mass of people. I think for me it's just being kind of stuck in the crowd. That's what makes me uncomfortable. Rick, you were able to hear that person pretty well? Oh, that's very good. So the bike is picking up people around me. That's great. The crowd is getting a lot of stares. I mean, that makes sense. There are so many people here. I think what I'll do is I will stop and show you the crowd chat. There are so many people here. There you are. It just goes on and on.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that way it's actually 150.
Wow. Okay, I think I'm going to get back in there. Do you mind if I come in?
Sorry?
Do you mind if I squeeze in?
Yeah, go for
Thank you.
They had a 200 lap race for the men. That's 50 clicks.
And we're back on it.
50 kilometer race where there was like 2 members from each team. It seemed like a relay.
Rick, it is very sad. It's very sad that we have to do this and that people keep getting killed. And that's really, you know, they say that there's a rite of passage of riding in Toronto. You have run-ins with the streetcars, at least one, and then you learn. But then people also say that inevitably you're going to get hit. If you ride long enough, you're going to get hit. And that is the sad one. I wish that wasn't the reality, but it is.
200 laps rather, 50K. And they did that in about 50 minutes, so they were moving pretty well.
Have you seen the hour record? The way that they do that?
I'm not, but I've heard of it. I'm not watching it.
I mean, it's not when people who do it, they say it's the most horrific thing.
Mark, welcome to the chat. So this is a whole lot of groups. We are all riding and participating in a ghost bike ride. Ghost bike ride is a ride that is in memoriam of a cyclist that was killed by a driver. And so there's a lot of different groups, people who are just commuters like myself. I know Saddle Sisters of High Park is here, the Morning Glory Cycling Club. The rider who was killed was part of that cycling club, and we just learned that that club is huge in size, so there's probably a lot of people from that group. People from bike shops are here. So it's a lot of people from everywhere. And we're all riding towards the Evergreen Brickworks. That's where the cyclist was killed. So many people, yeah, I think that, I keep saying maybe 200. There's way more than 200, 300, 400. It's hard to say. There are a lot of people here. A lot of people. The name of the rider that was killed is included in the description. I don't want to butcher the name. I don't remember it. I think it's Vlad. Last name. I don't remember the last name, but if you look in the description of this live stream, I included that info there. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that this is the very first time I've joined a ghost bike ride. I've never been able to attend one. They typically happen within a week after the rider is killed. And this one is happening about a week after the rider was killed. What I've seen from images that were posted on social media is that there's somebody who has a banner that indicates that a cyclist was killed in the location where we're riding to, and then a white bike that was spray painted white is going to be secured to a location of the collision. So obviously not in the middle of the road, but rather to a pole, or they typically secure them to a stationary object that is not growing. Vlad Zotov. Emily, thank you very much for that. An active community member and a popular person. Yes, he was absolutely a very active member of the cycling community. I think there was an article about Vlad in Canadian Cycling Magazine, or one of the cycling magazines.
On Friday. Yeah, that's
Drivers probably don't know what's happening. They're being stopped. The traffic is stopped. I don't think they've ever been in the traffic quite like this one. traffic full of cyclists. But can you imagine if all of us had a car? That would be a totally different type of traffic altogether.
Morning.
Rider up!
Can't do this. Continuous line in the city.
Before the traffic,
Okay, so the street that is a crossing street, or we're waiting to cross, is Davenport. That's a pretty major road. I'm not sure what's stopping us. I mean, there is a red light ahead. I wonder if we're going to all be able to ride through, or whether we will, each group that gets to the red light will need to stop at a right at the light, because it's a pretty major road. Abinto, Lucayo, thank you very much for joining the chat. I appreciate it. The light just turned green. And the crowd is moving.
And they have the Saturday and Sunday, they have 100K each, and the Sunday they have 160K.
And we're on Davenport, chat. I don't know if you can see all the cyclists there. Oh, wow. Oh, hello, Lizzo. Nice to meet you in person. Hello. Yeah. Hey, this is Lizzo, everyone. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. That's amazing. It's nice to meet her in person. Lizzo is also a live streamer in Toronto, Canada. She does all sorts of live streams. Walking, biking, eating. Hi, Rick. Or are you saying hi to Lizzo? Like, I think we already said hi to each other. The app that I'm using for streaming today, StreamBuddy, it's been acting up. It's been acting up. There's a lot of lag. And yeah, something else to troubleshoot. But for the time being, I'm just going to focus on what we're doing here. Definitely stopping traffic here. I mean, aside from participating in the Ride for Brain Health, that where the Don Valley Parkway major highway is shut down. Aside from that, I've never been in a group of this many cyclists. This is something else. Rick, yes. I figured it out. You were saying hi to Lizzo.
I don't think there's really a misogynistic angle to that story. No, I mean not.
I think he said something. I just didn't guy.
I did not.
It's getting a little bit colder now. Hopefully drivers will realize what's going on here and not just get angry. I think they're getting angry right now. I don't think they realize what's going on. They may think it's just the ride to add to traffic. We've had a lot of construction. 2 lanes of a pretty major highway have been shut down, so people are generally very unhappy. But, you know, the thing is, they can't do much about it, can they? It's interesting to see the logistics of corralling a crowd as large as this one. The traffic wardens are doing a great job. And, you know, it must not be altogether pleasant to be stopping traffic and have drivers glare at you. But that's what they're doing. Oh my gosh. How many people? 400? 500? Oh, the biking lawyer's here. David Shellnut. There we are. Well, I can now say that I've been on the ride with roadies. That's definitely a first for me. I've never ridden with roadies on a group ride. Always a first for something. I see Robin from Happy Feets up ahead. Happy Feets is the business where I rented my cargo bike. Bromptons, quite a few Bromptons on this ride as well. If I felt like having a workout, I should have also ridden my Brompton. Cookie crumble, yes, right? I can definitely say that about today. Riding with roadies in a group ride and keeping up. And keeping up. T. Connolly, thank you for joining the chat. The sound of all these bike bells ringing at the same time are simultaneously really very beautiful and evocative for this occasion. Yeah, I expect that we'll be ringing our bells all at the same time a little bit later on, perhaps when we get to the spot where they install the ghost bike. If you've joined the live streams, we would have passed multiple ghost bikes on our rides. There are a few on Martin Goodman Trail. One is for a child. So you definitely, you know, they make you think. They make you think. And you definitely don't want to see them. And when you see them, it's a reminder how vulnerable we are as riders.
Go for it here.
6:49 p.m. So definitely part of rush hour traffic. Rhodey's trying to get a KOM on this ride.
There's a bunch of locations. The one tomorrow is at Bloor. Normally I just like ride over and I go down the extension here. It's about 20 minutes.
And the beautiful downhill. Woo, a little bumpy. Okay, now I am very glad that I wore all my layers. The good thing about my bike is that because it is so heavy, it picks up speed very quickly. So going downhill on this bike, it's kind of like going downhill on my touring bike. There's a pooch. I think that's Rob. Rob and his doggo. Oh, there you are. Drivers are not happy. Not happy. What to do, drivers? Can't do a whole lot. That's drivers in Toronto for you. I mean, they are getting inconvenienced, 100%. But one of them killed a person. So there you are. Oi! Oh! That was a raccoon, their chat. That raccoon was not alive. It's a sad reason to be there, yes, but I hope the media coverage of the event will add drivers' awareness of the responsibility to share road space with more vulnerable cyclists.
Based on that,
Yes.
last got correct. So it's up to 25.
Whoa. That is a loud. It's not a loud cassette. What is that? Whatever that part is, it's loud. Hub. I think it's a hub.
Is that of a concern on its own?
You're getting a tour of the valley, chat. So we're quite close to the Evergreen Brickworks.
Sorry?
Oh, I'm talking to the chat. I'm live streaming.
Oh, wow, okay.
Thanks for asking.
Classic from behind.
There you go, chat. Look at the bridge. That is Sandra from Saddle Sisters of Hyde Park. Brake, yes, freewheeling. Freewheel. Stopping. I think that man is from the man on the Brompton. I think he's from Cycle Toronto. Stopping. And street, the road in front of us, that's Bayview, and we are turning left. The cyclist who was killed on Bayview Street. And yes, there is a police presence here. Somebody asked earlier on in the stream if there's going to be a police escort. So we don't seem to have an escort, but there seems to be police here. The poor raccoon. Would people be more careful about killing wildlife? I don't know. Somebody with a 360 camera there. Looks like an X3. The Insta360 X3 right there. He's going to get a good view of the magnitude of the crowd. Very windy here again. There are so many people behind me. I think I'm like in the middle of this group. For anyone who's interested in getting a little bit more information about ghost rides and about the group that is organizing today's ride, that information is linked in the description of the live stream. Somebody with a noodle. That noodle typically sticks out to the left and indicates to drivers that they need to maintain distance between the rider and themselves. We just passed underneath the subway bridge. Subway is passing as well. You should be able to hear that. The Don Valley Parkway is a pretty major, well, it's a major highway, also referred to as the Don Valley parking lot because it's often congested. We're riding into the sun, chat, so I know that the image quality is going to be affected by that.
Is that an e-bike? Actually?
Oh my gosh.
Remember I thought yours was one of the e-bikes that has the built-in battery in the tube? Oh.
That is so many people up ahead.
Because you have to plug them in. Oh, like keep the battery out?
So many people. That's a traffic jam like no other.
Sharing it, so otherwise I would fail on the meeting. Well, I mean, Vlad was part of probably one of the biggest cycling groups.
Red Zorgum, hello. Thanks for joining the chat. You thought you missed Sunday's ride? No, I just didn't have a Sunday's ride because I knew I would be coming out today, so I did my taxes instead. I'm getting ready for my tour in May, so I need to get my bike ready. So if I do end up streaming next week, it will be getting my bike boxed up. I need to make sure that it works, and then I need to dismantle it, box it up, get it ready. So then I need to have a conversation with the airline, give them all the measurements, the weight, etc., so that they can account for having my bike on the flight. But it needs to be done. When I was flying to Victoria, BC, a couple of years ago, I left it all to the very last moment, and I'm not going to repeat that mistake again. Rick, you're not seeing a lot of high visibility clothing or tail lights here. So I'm seeing tail lights. It's quite bright, so you maybe the camera is not picking it up, but there's definitely tail lights. I'm also seeing like little reflective triangles hanging from people's bikes. There's some high visibility clothing and helmet covers, but yeah, I mean, not everyone wears one. Red Zorgami did your taxes in February. Good for you. Good for you. And this is where it happened. And so there we go. So there is police presence behind there. They are going to be stopping traffic. I mean, it's impossible not to, because there's police right on the bridge, not allowing people to pass through. And then, oh, that's where the bike is being installed, chat. Right over there on that pole. How are you? I'm live streaming, so just FYI, but yeah. Nice to see you here. not a good.
Nice to see such
Yeah.
a good turnout.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm going to come closer.
Vlad Zotov! He was a 59-year-old husband, father, leader, cyclist. 1 week ago today, he was cycling here, and he was killed by a motorist. Today, we remember him. Please remove your headrest. We're going to hold a minute of silence. Thank you. Oh, hello. You remember Vlad? Remember all cyclists? The parents on the road. We're going to put the nameplate on. After we put the nameplate, we give us the ghost bike. We put flowers and go right on the bike. Thank you.
Coming up.
So we were just told that we're going to continue down to the brickworks. So this means that we're going to ride past the ghost bike. Okay. Let's get the bike ready. For anyone who has just joined, this is a ghost ride organized for a cyclist that was killed. By a driver. His name was Vlad. And he was a member of a cycling community, Morning Glory Cycling Club. So a lot of his peers are here. A similar thing happens here where you live. When a local surfer dies, they gather in a circle in the ocean to remember them, right? Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll ride by the bike, then hop on that trail and start our way home. Nice to see you.
Alright, I'm trying to get southbound. So I think...
Don't you want to go in the path?
Yeah, here.
And that's the ghost bike. It is a bike that was stripped of all of its components pretty much and spray painted white.
Vlad Zotov. A cyclist was killed here last week.
Okay, so there's
Yeah, spray paint. I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Thank you.
Okay. All right, everyone. We're going to turn around and head back towards the city. Okay. So that was that. A very sad event. You know, it's an opportunity for all people from the cycling community to get together, but it's just it's a horrible event that brings us together, right? So has the driver been charged? I'm not sure, Rick. I think that they probably were charged with something. Whether there's a lawsuit that's happening as a result, I don't know, because this happened a week ago. I don't think that they're sharing too much information about it just yet. If there is a lawsuit, that's going to take a while. Lizzo, no, I am not cycling towards the brickworks. But enjoy it. Enjoy. Emily, thank you for sharing. You felt like you were there. Thank you for joining. You know, I was a little bit torn as to whether to live stream this event or not. Because on one hand, I certainly want to publicize that this happens. And I want for people to know that this happened and that unfortunately, on your left,
I got no fenders either.
woo! And so yeah, I was torn about whether to live stream or not. But I also want to document that this happens. And certainly mainstream media was here, so there's going to be a lot of documentation of the event and a lot of publicity generated as a result. But take a look at this road, chat. So this is Bayview is a very, very busy road. And there's exits and ramps onto a highway. And this contributes to high speeds. Made bloke, beautifully observed by many people, yes. Mass silence was very moving. It was. It really was. So I don't know if you all heard, but they asked us to take off our helmets, which we did. This was the very first time I attended a ghost bike ride. So I didn't know what to expect. But it was very moving. I think in the previous one, the family of the cyclist showed up and they were very distraught. And I think that they didn't show up intentionally. They were driving from church. That was again the previous bike ride or ghost bike ride. So we're now on the eastern side of the city, and what I'm doing right now is I am riding down to the Goodman Trail, And then we'll continue on Martin Goodman Trail back to Humber Bay. Oh, well then, let's go. Rick, you agreed. Thank you for watching and for participating in the chat. And that's another thing, right? I mean, we can make videos about events such as this one, but at the end of the day, we really have to advocate through our cities, through the municipalities, through our provinces or states, so that legislation is passed to protect cyclists. I think that right now, when a driver hits a cyclist, whether they injure them profoundly or not, but the fines are so low. They're ridiculously low. So, let's incentivize not hitting people by assigning massive fines, but also penalties that go beyond fines. But also build infrastructure that allows people and provides safety, because prevention is better than the cure. Prevention is always better. Oh, the wind is back. Elena, hello, thanks for joining. There's an investigation right now. Thank you for providing that insight. All right, on an unrelated note, midges are back in Toronto. Midges are little, let's call them flies, that get into all the little crevices of your body that are left exposed, like your nose and your mouth and your eyes. Midges are back. Whew, that's a little cyclist. There you are. Oh, the sun is stunning. We're going to be riding very close to the Distillery District. Visionverse. Hello, Visionverse. Welcome to the chat. Dimitri, yes, I'm heading back. How was it? Well, to say that it was good would be a weird thing to say, wasn't it? It was a very impactful event. Visionverse, you subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. We're back riding into the headwind chat. If you hear the wind, sorry about that. As an aside, I'm loving this cycle track here. On your left. I noticed that they added no bike signs at the distillery. What? Like inside? They don't want people riding bikes through there. All right. And there we go. The Distillery District in front of us. Let's ride by. Let's ride by. I love the sound of shoes clipping into clipless pedals. Love that sound. I don't ride with clipless pedals. I ride on flat pedals, but I love that clicking. Click, 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 click. That's not the sound. That's not the sound. You got told off last year and saw the signs after. I mean, okay, what? Why? Let's explore. Where are the signs? Ah, there. Cyclists must dismount. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, it's a very highly pedestrianized area. There you go, chat. This is quite unusual to have the Distillery District all to ourselves. Spirit of Europe Distillery. At Christmas time, there is a beautiful Christmas tree there where that street food little booth is. Yeah. Yummy candles. Oh, very nice. So there you go. What is that sound? Is that my bike squealing? Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, that's definitely my bike. Look, chat. Look what I did. I got my bag all filthy. Holy. That's what you do. That's what you get for riding in mud. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. That's definitely my brakes squealing. Something about these Magura brakes on recent Muller and Evo bikes always squeal, always rub. That's been my experience. I guess they talk to you.
Send us pictures. Oh, okay. Where are you? Where are you walking?
The reason I have all that spatter on the bag is because even though I have fenders, the fenders are not long enough. So on my own bike, I have mud guards in addition to the fenders. And that takes care of the problem. Completely forgot that, yeah, this bike definitely does not have mud guards. No problem. I'll just wash my bag when I get home. Wash the bag and the bike. Oh, we rode through here on a different stream, chat. One of the first streams. Elena, come over to your place. I'm in the wrong part of town. There we are. Do. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, something's going on. Something's going on. All right, at some point, we need to go south. I think I'm gonna go south on this street here. The Esplanade. Whoopsies. Oh yeah, we got lost here some time ago, didn't we? Not we. I got lost here some time ago. Do you think I learned my lesson? I don't know. Lower Sherburne. Let's do it. Let's take it. We're going. Vision Verse, you like your I like your country name, Canada. You like the name of the country, Canada? Ah, okay, thank you. Doot, doot. Let's go. Rick, we need to get you a better bell. Oh, the bell on this bike is awful. This is why I upgraded it on my bike. Yeah. What you're doing? Ooh. Oh, lots of potholes. Lots of potholes. Nice to see the city towards, yeah, it is nice. I'm also curious to see how the camera does. I mean, I am streaming on the GoPro, so I'm looking forward to seeing how the stream holds up, what the quality is like. And then we can do a stream at night. Ah, Vision Verse, you're going to Canada for within 2 years. Where are you coming from? Lazy Barista, I always call them, give them a shout out. Great coffee there. Okay, we're now on the Martin Goodman Trail. Woo! Bumpy. In addition to having a better bell on my bike, I also have a better suspension seat post on my bike. And a better saddle. Better everything. Okay, can you tell I miss my bike? I miss my bike. I want it back. Hopefully soon. Hopefully tomorrow. Rich 1880. Thank you for joining the chat. Dimitri. No sugar delivery today. No sugar delivery today. The ship was gone. Rich 1880, you've never been to a ghost ride? That makes two of us. That was my first one today as well. I've always known of them. Certainly have seen ghost bikes. In fact, I will point one out as we ride past it today. Because unfortunately, there are ghost bikes in the city along this trail. LA Cyclist. Very nice trail. It is. It is very nice. Choco Stop. I have food at home. Oh, chat, you're gonna be muted again. Sorry. Sorry. Music. Oh. Okay, audio back on. Can you let me know if you can hear me? I think I pressed the wrong button. Bye, Vision Verse. Maiden Bloke. Oi, Lord, it's windy. Why am I not on my own bike? My bike is getting serviced. Lord, what's with the wind? Okay, we're gonna wait. I'm not on my bike because it's getting serviced for 4,000 kilometers. Yeah, I think the audio is working just fine. Sorry, touching the microphone. And so my bike is at a shop, and hopefully it's been at the shop for about a week, and hopefully an issue that I've had is going to be resolved. And also, yeah, and also I mean the typical services are fine. They just look at the bike, check the components to make sure that everything is good. Thank you very much for the confirmation that you hear me. That's fantastic. Yeah, but unfortunately the bike shop is going to get a bike that is filthy. Oh boy, maybe I will do my best to clean it up as much as I can today, but I've got some serious mud on that bike. In your experience, a bike shop will give you pharmaceuticals while your bike is being serviced to help you with the trauma. Yeah, that would have been a week's worth of pharmaceuticals, huh? Barely bakes. Hello, hello. Dimitri, that's what it must be. If you work on your own bike, well, you take your own pharmaceuticals. Cookie Crumble, you live in a condo. It's hard to wash. Yeah, same here. Same here. But I do it anyway. I get creative. My shower has seen multiple bikes in it. But I don't think I will do like a full wash on this bike. I think I will do more like a soft cloth wash. I mean, I can't return a bike that filthy. Bike in the rain. Well, you know what, Dimitri? It's not gonna rain until Wednesday. So if I return the bike tomorrow, not soon enough the rains will come. But yeah, it's gonna rain again. We had one storm come through last week, and then another one's coming. So that's exactly what I do. I bike through all the puddles. Woo! Loud. Why so loud? Oh, something smells glorious. Holy. Food truck? I didn't see a food truck, but wow, that was some great, delicious smelling food. Or dip in the lake. Yeah, although, you know, the mud may be cleaner than the lake, Dimitri. I don't know about this lake. Oh. But yes, that's another option. Dip the bike in the... Although, you know, there's some components here that are like motor and the hub. Maybe they wouldn't benefit from being dipped in the lake. Whew. There's typically a food truck here with churros. I was hoping they were going to be here. I would have totally gotten churros. I'm a little hungry. I do have dinner at home, so I'm not going to buy dinner. I'm going to eat my dinner at home. So, for those of you who have seen my other streams, you will see the bike trail is getting busy. Whoa. Even close to 8 p.m. the bike trail is busy. Busier. Definitely at the typical commute time, the trail does get very busy. The wind is back. Yeah, Dimitri, yes. It's my e-bike. Or the demo e-bike. On your left. Thank you. Let's go watch the Jays game. Is there a Jays game on today? Don't people know not to stop on the trail? No? Do they stop at the lights though? Stopping at the lights is alright. I don't know, was there pedestrians stopped in the middle of the trail? Or just random people? I no longer notice these things. Fun fact, I was once rear-ended by another cyclist because I stopped at a light. There are some lights on this trail I will go through when they're red. And there's others that I want to stop. Because typically a lot more pedestrians crossing, etc. And I do not want to be weaving in and out of between pedestrians. So those lights I stop. And so I did. And another cyclist rode right into me. And they hit the Sutra. They hit my touring bike. I was not impressed. LAB, hello. Henry is live streaming from the Jays game right now. I don't know who Henry is, but well, if there is a game, Jays game, that's fabulous. Ah, barely bikes, the bike you almost hit because they suddenly stopped. Well, they didn't really suddenly stop. I just didn't stop fast enough. Very nice stringing setup. Oh, thank you, thank you. Today I am wearing my camera on a chest mount. I sometimes, well, I can't speak about having a typical streaming setup because I've only done, I think, fewer than 15 streams publicly. So I think the setup I enjoy the most is when I have the camera behind me, and that's because I don't have to wear the backpack. I do not like wearing backpacks when I ride. It's still okay now because it's not too warm. In the summertime, no way I'm gonna be wearing a backpack. Ah, Dimitri, you made a mistake and did a late turn without looking and took out a rider. Oh boy, it happens. It happens. I'm glad that both of you were okay. Ah, thank you. Toronto Tech and Transit is Henry's channel. Oh, thank you. I'll check it out. You like how I say Sutra? Yeah. I say it the Polish way. Sutra. The Kona Sutra is my Polish bike. My Polish bike. I really need food. The Kona Sutra is my touring bike. And the Sutra is going to be making an appearance in May because we're going touring. All right. Cookie Crumble, you tried a Sutra once? Very nice. I love the bar and shifters. I love bar and shifters on the Sutra. I think that whatever bike I get next, it will have to have either friction shifters or bar and shifters if I get drops. Yeah. I really do love my bar and shifters. Cookie Crumble, you ride a Kona Duo Plus for my hybrid. Very nice. Is that bike steel or aluminum? Oh, bit of a sunset there, chat. Look at that. That's actually quite nice. Very nice cloud coverage there. It's an aluminum bike, okay. Maidlock, have I thought any more about streaming from Poland? Yes, I've been thinking about it. But I've been thinking about it because I've been watching, oh, hold on. I've been thinking about it because I've been watching Hitch on his cycling tour of South Korea. And now I want to go to South Korea. The Grand Slam tour, love it. I think that though, because his stream works, because he streams like right from start of the day to the end of the day, right? So his streams are massive. I mean, I don't have a setup that would allow me to stream 10 hours. I don't have enough batteries. And to buy all of that, that's very expensive. So then if I don't stream every day and I just stream haphazardly, I'm not sure that that will work for you, the audience. Yeah, I don't know. But I am thinking about it. I am thinking about it. Cookie Crumble, back to your bike. It's got 650B tires. That's awesome. Yeah, the tires on the Sutra are 700Cs. On my e-bike, I've got 26-inch tires. So they're a lot smaller, and I kind of love it. I kind of love it. Plates and pedals. You want me to translate that? You want my brain to work? How do you show the information like time, temperature, and the speed at the bottom of the screen? It's very helpful. Okay, I'm glad it's very helpful. So I'm using an app. It's called IRL something. Is that helpful? Let me find it. Let me find the name of the app. There's so many apps that are called IRL something, IRL this, IRL that. And basically I import it all into OBS, set it up as a source, add a little background so you can see the information I'm sharing. I borrowed that idea from Hitch, who's on Twitch, who does hitchhiking and bike touring. Okay, what is the app that I'm using? The app is called Real-Time IRL. That's what I use to, and then I turn it on when I start the stream, and it collects data. I like it. Dimitri, that's another point. If I'm doing bike touring and taking side roads, there will probably be next to zero connection. Well, that's another thing, right? Network connectivity. Rick, Polska Sutra. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes, Dimitri, they covered the black wall. But now people are using the stickers and what looks like post-it notes to cover up and present their messages that way. So, you know, people are ingenious. Real-time IRL. That's right, Dimitri. Real-time IRL. Oh, let's check this again. Real-time, yes, IRL. What did I say? I'm too tired. I'm too hungry right now to be making any sense. Oi, midges. Yeah. Ontario Place is lovely. I used to ride through there all the time before they closed it. You know, they're saying that people weren't using it, but that's not true. There were people using it. People were absolutely enjoying Ontario Place. All right, let's take the scenic route today, chat. Okay. Whew. Neck buff goes on because midges are out. Oh my God. For the Dimitri is designed to be used with Twitch, but you kind of make it work with YouTube. Yeah. I think most of these apps and tools are designed for Twitch, and they kind of work with YouTube. This is what I'm finding. Like, making things work on YouTube, the way I see them used on Twitch, is kind of tough. Is that what they're called? You always call them knots? Well, oh God, now one in my eye. Oh Lord. Well, people here call them midges. So maybe they're called something else. Maybe we're all calling these little flies by the wrong name, the wrong species. Oh Lordy. I'm trying to adjust my neck buff over my nose, over my face, because at the very least I don't want the things in my nose. Plates and pedals. Beautiful sky. Yeah, it's nice. Nature's giving us a show. Too many bugs. No kidding. Midge snack. Yes, I do need a little bit of protein. I did say I was hungry, didn't I? Nature listened. It provided. All right. Well, let's go. It is very, very windy here. It is so windy. Full on 100% headwind, chat. If I didn't have pedal assist, I would not be very happy right now. But we just went into turbo mode, so we're happy. Denver. Hello. I shall have a safe ride. Thank you. Hit the turbo. Absolutely did. All right, chat. Ghost bike on the right. You see it? That's a ghost bike. That one is for a child. Okay, come on, give it up, wind. Barely bikes, you kind of want an e-bike again? You just have a mountain bike and a beach cruiser? Why did you sell your e-bike? I agree, Dimitri. It's a child, so those barriers were not installed when the child, I think, somehow ended up in the traffic, so he may have fallen off the sidewalk, and then they installed the barriers. Don't quote me on that because it's been a while since I read the article. Denver, I like hearing your voice. Another fun fact, I once tried, when I was a relatively new immigrant, so my accent has changed. But at the beginning, I had a stronger accent. I still have an accent, but I used to have a very strong accent. But I really wanted to do narration for audiobooks for CNIB, Canadian National Institute for the Blind. I wanted to read audiobooks, and at the time, 30 plus years ago, now it's a lot of talk about diversity, inclusion, and be authentic, etc. When I immigrated to Canada, it was not diversity, inclusion. It was like, you've got an accent, you don't sound Canadian. What the hell do you want here? They didn't say it like that, but that's basically what it was. My English was too accented.
Rick Urbanowski super chatted
Quite obviously was
$6.82.
not selected
Turbobucks.
to be a narrator. Rick, Turbobucks. What? Thank you, Rick. I think I have to ban you from super chatting. Is there such a thing? Can I do that? Rick, you're spending too much money on the super chats. Thank you. Thank you. I'm waving. Denver, you could fall asleep hearing my voice. Oh Lord, that is funny. Yes, I do have a delay. And I feel like today there is even more of a delay in the app. I mentioned this earlier on in the chat, or earlier on in the live stream, that the app I use is acting up today. Was acting up yesterday as well. Okay, chat. This is where we started the stream, or close to it. There is that ghost bike at the intersection again. So that's the second one. So if you look for them, I mean, you see them all over the city. And now we have another one by the Evergreen Brickworks. Dimitri, from me now, English speakers say I have an accent. And if I speak Russian, people say I have an accent. Yeah, same with me. I have an accent in both languages. I have an accent in Polish. I have an accent in English. What to do? We're just being our authentic selves, Dimitri. There we go. Embrace it. Embrace the accents. I'm good with it. What? Why did he say that? How is your Polish? Were you able to keep it living in Canada for so long? Oh yeah, my Polish is good. I speak Polish with my parents. I hope to, I know that my Polish is going to get a lot better when I'm in Poland for a month. Yep, so I speak Polish with my parents. You know, sometimes we laugh at what we come up with, both my brother and I. I think my brother gets a lot more creative with his Polish than I do. Although sometimes I think his Polish is better than mine and he's younger. Barely Bikes, you sold your e-bike because it has small tires and you want to exercise the mountain. You go on dirt sometimes. The Beach Cruiser is a 7-speed. Okay. Made bloke. You have ghost bikes in in the UK as well. Yeah, I don't think ghost bikes are just a Canadian thing. I think it's certainly an international initiative is the wrong word for it, but it's an international. Okie dokes. How is the stream, chat? Like, what's the video quality like? What's the video quality like? Is it like rough? Is it still pretty stable? This is the first time I'm riding or I'm streaming this late. And my preview is teeny tiny, so really on the preview everything looks good. Oof. Oof. Oh gosh, Midge's back. I took my neck buff off. That's a mistake. That's a mistake.
She thinks she's gonna be late on and then I was like, oh yeah, that's like whatever.
Denver, you love Polish athletes like Michał Kwiatkowski, Rafał Majka. They're professional cyclists. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. It's starting to get a little bit grainy. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, you can still see. All right. Right. Video is good, but you can tell it's getting dark. Yeah. Keep accenting. I will. Okay, dogs. Whoa. What did that guy say? He swore. Swore and then said something about going to the gym. I don't think he was talking to me though. Although you never know, because you know, maybe people see bikes and they say all sorts of things. Bacon, eggs, and hash. Hello. Thank you very much. The video is fine. It's stable. Very good. All right, everyone. You know what this is, right? This is the end of the stream. This is the Sheldon lookout point. So let us look at the beautiful Humber Bay Arch Bridge. There it is, in its bridge glory. And just over here, we've got the skyline of Toronto with the CN Tower. So everyone, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you coming along to this ghost bike ride for a cyclist that was killed by a driver in Toronto. Hit that like button. Thank you very much, Rick. Do all the YouTube things. Subscribe, like, you know, share. And thank you very much for joining. I love the company. I love the conversations. Enjoy the rest of your week. Keep safe. Keep riding. And see you next time.